In terms of the Archdiocese, questions? How much money was taken? Well, this is what we understand as bishops, because what you need to know is, while there were problems with the finances, because certainly newspaper people complained and said the bishop should have seen it. We couldn't see it because they faked, the people in charge faked the finances that they were giving us to look at. We didn't know that until later. The woman, there's a woman who is she specializes in nonprofits, and now she is the analyst of everything, and she told us the papers they gave you, so you couldn't see that there was a problem. Okay? You couldn't see that there was a problem. You couldn't see it because they made all the papers balanced and looked like they were within what would you call it? Within normal functions. So we couldn't see that. What we do know is monies were borrowed from various funds to pay bills. The truth of the matter is, the Archdiocese did not have enough money to fund its own expenses, but we weren't seeing that. Part of the problem was, though, to be fair, some people were taking the money. They were spending it on themselves. Where's Harriet? Harriet's not here. Harriet, get in here. She's in the office. Tell Harriet to come in. Tell Harriet to get in here. Why? Because our metropolis functions differently. Like we function differently. In the Archdiocese, everybody had a credit card, and they were all buying their lunches, their breakfasts. Who was watching? Nobody. Okay? What happens in your metropolis here when you give money to the Friends card? What happens if somebody makes a charge on a credit card? I examine it, and then Harriet examines it. And I can assure you, nothing gets by Harriet on this stuff. So you know. All right? So we run a little bit differently here in the metropolis of Detroit. We've always done that. What we found, for example, is in some of the areas, people were charging their vacations. I couldn't even understand it. Well, we have legal stuff going on right now, so I'm out of that. But that was part of the problem, okay? Those people are no longer there. And I was hurt because some of the people involved, I always thought were just like, family to us. You called, they answered, they helped, but we didn't know the rest that was going on. So that was part of the problem for the money. Now, in theory, they're telling us that all the monies have been returned, whatever was supposed to be returned. What is the problem with St. Nicholas Church? You know what the problem for St. Nicholas is? Because I keep telling them, you've heard me say this before, I keep telling them in New York, I said, we're from the Mideast. If you're going to tell us that to build a church that is 64 feet tall and seats 130 people, we're going to pay $80 million, we're going to tell you you're nuts. Because we know that isn't that out here. We don't get paid that much. What happened? Well, there were a couple of issues that happened. The first is the famous architect. Do you know the man's name? Well, I have a problem in Greek, so I say it with a Greek accent. His name is Golotrava.
Calatrava.
What did you say?
Calatrava.
Oh, Calatrava. I know, that's why αυτό είναι ακριβώς τι λέω. Έχω πρόβλημα και σε αγγλικά το λέω Golotrava, because that's what he did to us. Okay? He goofed this up. Now, η αλήθεια είναι ότι έχει κτίσει αυτός, whatever he has built, has gone up in price 2 to 3 times. He, for example, designed the Oculus terminal in New York, that major underground terminal for the trains and stuff. That was supposed to cost $1 billion. What did it end up costing? $2 billion. Okay? Anything he did went up in price. And one of the problems that we have, and I don't think people realized it when they were doing this, I guess, whoever was at the Archdiocese, whoever was in charge of the committee, he would bring the designs, they'd say yes, then some of the committee people were looking at it and say, well, we don't like that, change this here, change that over there. Do you know how much we spent just to change the designs and the material? Did you say $23 million? That was one of the problems, Okay? We, as in general, didn't know that. We wouldn't, the bishops, we had no idea because we weren't involved in that committee. Okay? That's where part of that problem is coming from. Now, the people that originally said they were going to help under Archbishop Demetrius did not help finalize everything there, and they are doing it now. So in theory, that has happened now under Archbishop Abiloforos. So in theory, we have enough money to cover everything. They're probably going to look for some money to make an endowment fund. They want probably $2 or $3 million just to have it there. It's not a big church, but to be fair, it will be one of the most visited sites in the country, if not the world, simply because of where it is at 9/11. It will also be, so that you know, and that's part of the problem, it's in a danger zone, because certain people of peace and tolerance are going to try and blow it up. Okay, that's what's going to happen. So even the architecture of the church is different. For example, the way it's built, let's say a bomb goes off in this area of the church, it's going to come down in sleeves so that you can see it and run to the other side and go out. It's not just going to blow up the building like that. So it'll come down in sections. That's how they've designed it. That was a special part of the design and part of why that cost is like that. Just so you know, for your metropolis, I don't advertise it, but I want you to know that because of the Friends program, the metropolis of Detroit stands tall and strong. Okay? When I came here 20 years ago, we were virtually, it was bankrupt. It was a nightmare. Okay? It was a nightmare. Stop and think. Who remembers the old house? The old house was in Detroit, and if that house were 10 miles north, it would have been worth $1.5 million 20 years ago when we sold it. Based on where it was, we were lucky we sold it by auction at $425,000. The couple that bought it let it go after 6 years. Why? Because the value then had fallen to $100,000. So we were lucky. We got out. We have the offices in Troy. We owe no money on our offices, so you know. We bought the offices cash outright. We had saved money, $1,050,000. So from the sale of the old house, $425,000, whatever we raised, $1,050,000 done. We spent another couple $100,000 to remodel inside to make it usable for us as offices. We put a chapel. I didn't make all the changes that people would have made. Why? Because I only removed one wall, actually. If I removed more than one wall, I had to make the whole building handicap accessible. And I couldn't afford that, and neither could you. Because then we had to have the elevators, and the elevators was $250,000. So I wasn't going to do that, and we didn't do it. We didn't have anything 20 years ago. Today we have, for example, in a fund that we help our students with, we have about $850,000 in that fund. Starting from nothing to have that, we're doing well. And the other set-aside fund for the emergency needs of the metropolis, how much do you think we have? You said 900,000? Yeah. We run between 900 and $1 million. And that's because of the Friends program. Okay? Your bishop does not, and you know, Harriet is on the same page with me. Do not spend anything unless it's required. Okay? The patriarch is coming for 10 days. I already told the Archbishop, why do I have to be there for 10 days? That's a lot of money. And he's looking at me and said, well, I said, yes, but the hotel you're going to put us in New York City, because I already looked, is $750 a night. I'm from Detroit, Will. I don't spend money like that. I mean, I hope I've been able to check the costs. I have to be careful. This is my people's money. I can't just go out and spend. So, you know, you figure if we're going to have to be there for 10 days, you're talking 15, 20, because we have airfares, we have everything else, we have to go around with the patriarch. Now, people will say, you have to go with the patriarch. Yes, okay, I do. But I told the Archbishop, just have us put us into 3 or 4 groups and have 3 or 4 days for each group. That's enough. We don't need more. We don't need more because I told him, I said, Your Eminence, look at the financial catastrophe that we're in right now. We have to all be careful. We have to all save. So that's how we run in Detroit, so that you know it, okay? What you give to friends, we average close to $200,000 from friends, and that's what pays all those extraordinary expenses. Stop and think when I'm on the synod and I have to go to the Patriarchate every month and pay the hotel and the airfare. It's a lot of fun, let me tell you. Okay? And, you know, in order to affirm the reality of my people, we also offer a gift to the Patriarchate too. That's what happens. So we're very cautious about money in Detroit. We don't spend anything, you know, I don't charge my vacations to the metropolis. That's ridiculous. Some people have. Not in this metropolis, doesn't happen. Okay? We're very cautious and very careful. So that's part of the financial problem even for the Archdiocese. Okay? Now, we've cut the budget a little bit. We'll see how it's going to work. We have the clergy lady coming up in end of June, July. Will be in Cleveland, Ohio. We hope that many of you will be able to have an opportunity to be there. And we'll see how things go. One of the things that is still owed money, we have the Hellenic College. I don't know if many of you came, I don't remember who came to the, Mr. Cantonis came from Hellenic College, Holy Cross School of Theology, and we had him at a meeting, and your metropolis gave $25,000 to support the school. That made sense to us, because they were on the verge of bankruptcy. We do something else though. What do we do with the kids finish? If they finish the seminary, Holy Cross, male or female, I don't care. If they're helping in a parish, okay, they need to help pay back their student loan. We have paid back, because of the Friends program, probably around $400,000 in student loans for our young people, and clergy, and their clergy. That's how we work, okay? We take your money as a sacred offering and we use it for a sacred mission. And that is to make sure, because they come out, you think that because it's the church, it's free. It's not. They owe already, from whatever else they paid, $70,000 to $80,000 average. I have one student that owes $140,000 because the seminary kept on, take a loan, take a loan. The poor kid took a loan. He trusted them. You know, what am I going to do? But your Friends program helps cover that. So that's another way in which we have used the money. One of the things that is lacking, so that you are aware, and this is upsetting the clergy very much, they have underfunded the clergy pension. Yes, seriously underfunded. It's at least $50 million underfunded. What are we going to do? Because we want the young people to become priests, and then we're telling them, and by the way, when you retire, there's no money for you. And it's kind of upsetting the way this has worked right now, okay? Because we just learned this as well. What had happened? At a certain point, the monies were even, so the Archdiocese stopped giving in extra money each year to the clergy pension program. That's one of the things that happened. Your parish gives, I think this year it's $700 a month, to the program. Father has to pay his own, but your parish gives to help support the general, just like my office is charged for everybody that's in the pension program too. And that's how we're working, but we are seriously underfunded in the pension program. That is more of a, what would I call it, lack of watching what should happen, even from the Archdiocese, because I'm not on the pension council. I wouldn't have seen it. I wouldn't have seen it, I wouldn't have known it. And that's one of the other bills that we have coming up. So the St. Nicholas seems to be okay. The Hellenic College Holy Cross is on the move. Mr. Cantonis, we were the first place that he came to. He asked, he called me, can I come here and talk to the clergy? Yes. So AHEPA gave him $25,000, the Metropolis gave him $25,000, and there were some private gifts as well. I know that some of the parishes, Father Theodore just told me St. Constantine and Helen is going to be sending $5,000 to the seminary too. So if your parish council, Father Michael, wants to make a gift to the seminary, please feel free. For local hosts, that's fine. The locals is great, we appreciate it. So that's where we are, quite frankly, on the finances. I will tell you that one of the results of this is that we don't have enough clergy. We do not have enough clergy. And one of the issues that's going on is that they're bringing extra clergy from Greece. That doesn't usually work here in this metropolis. It works in New York City, but it doesn't work here. And I'll give you an example. How many of my priests are not Greek ethnic? 20. 20. Half of my priests. Okay? Now, they're all good, I have no complaint. But it also tells you that in many of the parishes, the reality is that the Greek ethnicity is one issue. The Greek use in the church is a secondary issue. Most people, unless you graduated high school in Greece, who graduated high school in Greece? Okay. If you graduated, when did you do Katharevousa? Okay, so she can understand everything because of the Katharevousa in Greece. If you didn't do that, you're going to have a hard time understanding the Greek. Just so you know, I had a kid one time in Brooklyn, when I was a priest in Brooklyn, he came, "Father, we want the whole service in Greek." He was marrying an American woman. I said to him, "Really, the whole service?" "Yes." I said, "Okay." That's one of the prayers of the wedding. I said, "What did I say?" "I think you said God." I said, "Very good. You're 50% English. You want to push me?" Because that's the reality of what's going on now. Greek is not, and that Greek isn't even being taught now in Greece. They're not teaching Katharevousa in Greece. My mother was educated in Greece. Wasn't an issue for her. She went and spoke with the patriarch. I was in shock. My mom is speaking to the patriarch in Greek. I couldn't believe it. But it's because she was educated in Greece in the 40s when they were doing Katharevousa. And that's fine. So that is an issue. And I will tell you, in the metropolis of Detroit, all of my parishes that are insisting on their Greek over their Orthodoxy are shrinking. And that's specifically apparent in Upper New York State. Okay? Because we're Greek. No, you're Greek Orthodox. And there's a difference between being Greek and between being Greek Orthodox. How do you expect your families? The majority of our marriages are intercultural marriages. 80% of our marriages right now, what are we supposed to tell the other person? You can't come here, you're not Greek? No. We have to be open and welcoming, and that's the difference here. Okay? That's why you'll see me, I grew up in a parish that used Arabic. It was an Arabic parish I grew up in, an Antiochian parish. Kudus Allah, Kudus I learned. And I use some when I'm in parishes where I know there's people from the Middle East. I use that. I use some Romanian because we have Romanians in our parishes too. So that's what my job is to do. My job is to make everybody feel at home. The sound of the Greek makes you feel at home, but the truth is most people can't understand the technicality of the Greek. It's what I call sacred sound. Now, some of you know just by habit, you know the prayers and things, but if it's something that you don't understand, then what we're making is magic, abracadabra, okay? And the prayers cannot be abracadabra magic. They have to be understood. They have to be understood. That's the goal. So, anyway, enough on that. Metropolis of Detroit, we're strong. We're thankful for the Friends program. Harriet has arrived. Harriet, do you check any of the credit card charges? Say it louder. I can't hear you, girl. I can't hear you. Say it louder. They didn't hear you. Stand up and say it, girl. No. Oh, Harriet doesn't want to stand up. Okay. But that's why in Detroit we're in good shape. Okay? We're in good shape. We don't waste the money. We check it. I have to sign off on it. Harriet has to ultimately look at it and agree to it. That's what we do.